What's good? My name is Daniel. I'm a 17 years old music producer. I've made more than $200,000 posted my beats online and work with people like NLE Choppa, BAKJ, Pizzo, and many more. In this video, I want to show you the habits I built that made me able to become a full-time music producer by the time I turned 17 years old. Because if you're anything like me, you know that it's about what you do every day that actually builds up to your future success. So without yapping anymore, let's just get right into it. So the first habit that I want to talk about is getting into the mindset of understanding that just doing is better than getting better at something. Let me explain. Most people tend to overthink stuff. They don't want to start posting on YouTube because they think that they need better beats. They don't want to send out loops because they think that they need better melodies. The thing is, you just need to start in order to get into the cycle of doing things. When I started my first IB channel, my beats weren't like the best. They were actually kind of trash, but by actually starting to post and me uploading every day and showing up, I built a habit not only of showing up and actually getting the upload done, but also my beats started to get better. But probably if I never did that in the first place, I would have never even opened a channel, and maybe it would have taken me way longer to just get my beats to sound better. And it's the same way where maybe you want to start doing content, but you're scared to show your face at the beginning, or maybe you don't know what to talk about. Bro, it's normal. Like, if you see my first videos on these channels, please don't. They're cringe as fuck, but at least I started, and now I gained so many skills just from starting, which is way different from first preparing and getting ready, because most people think that they're getting ready, but they simply never start. Yo, by the way, I'm running a free live masterclass this Friday. It's either you're there or you miss it, because this call will not be recorded, but I'm exposing the whole strategy that I'm using to basically make thousands a month, posting my beats on YouTube, and what is making me able to blow up every single channel I create. So you can be there, ask questions, and basically participate live. The link is gonna be in the description. It's completely free to register. So if you're serious, don't let these opportunities slip and actually go apply for it. Now, the second habit is actually understanding the things that are gonna get you further in your career and focusing only on them. So basically focusing on high leverage activities. Like, I see a lot of producers who spend like 5-6 hours a day making music, but maybe they're not even sending the shit out and they're not doing anything to market themselves. It's like, bro, if you make music but nobody hears it, there's no even point in you doing that. Like, of course you like making music, but you gotta focus on some type of things that can actually get you further in your career. Let's say you want a placement, start writing down the things that are gonna get you closer to that. And let me tell you, like, let's say you're a loop maker. If you think that you making loops is what is gonna get you closer to that placement, you're actually wrong. And this is exactly what I mean with this habit, because to get a placement, you actually need to send out your stuff. So that gotta be the thing that you gotta focus on. For example, when I was starting my IB channel, I understood that simply getting an upload done for the channel and being consistent to it every day would have got me way further than maybe just, you know, thinking of making the craziest outstanding beat, but maybe just uploading once a week. And this exact mindset is what has made me able to reach more than 100k subs on the same exact channel and basically making 10k a month just from posting those beats on YouTube. Because if you think about it, this is about time management. So if you spend more time on the things that you know are gonna get you further in your career, the better it is. So please make sure that you spend the most amount of energy, time, and focus into the things that actually matter to you. Now, with the third habit, I want to talk about learning new skills. Anything in business and every market is basically related to how well you can solve problems, right? But you know how to solve problems only if you have knowledge and skills on how to do so. For example, last year I started practicing the piano. Out of boredom, I just wanted to do something new, but now the thing of me knowing how to play the piano has boosted my beat quality a lot. I now know music theory, I'm able to improvise on the keys, and there's no more awkward situations whenever I'm in a studio and I can finally like start playing on a keyboard and make a beat in 5 minutes. But that all started from me actually wanting to learn something new. You know, we always tend to prefer to be in our safe spot and always do the stuff that we know how to do, because learning new things is hard and it takes time, but that's exactly what is about it. If you do the same thing over and over again, your process to getting results is gonna be way slower rather than if you actually start doing new things. You know, they say nothing changes if nothing changes, and this also applies to this habit here. Now, this could be learning a new instrument, learning about a new skill like sales or their YouTube algorithm or anything like that. In fact, I actually recommend you to watch my 2-hour long course on the strategy I used to scale my Type B channel to over 100k subs, and the same channel that is making me 10k 10k a month. It's the only video like that on YouTube and it's full of sauce, so if you're serious about this, definitely go check that out. Now, habit number 4 is actually caring about your health. You know that your health is your wealth, so even the creative output that you put out there, either if it is on beats, melodies, even videos, it's the reflection of how you're feeling at the moment. So if you're not caring about your health, like, you're gonna be cooked, bro. For example, as much as I don't really like and enjoy going at the gym, I still do it consistently because I know it's good for my health, and simply like making beats and being seated for 2 hours straight at my desk every single day is not the best thing ever. And also you're gonna notice how new ideas and simply new inspiration comes from new experiencing new things and not always thinking about work. You know, if you're always thinking about music, work, and that's the only thing that you do all day, is not beneficial to you, even though you might think that you're spending more time into your job, so maybe it's gonna get you closer to your goals. Bro, realistically, I got to where I'm at just by working like 2 or 3 hours a day maximum, because I knew what I had to focus on, and also I had a mindset and a clear mind to actually do these things. Think about it, if you want to record a video for your brand and you're not even feeling well with yourself, like, people are gonna notice, trust me. Like, you can tell when a person is not even good with himself, and this definitely helps also with beats and the results that you get out of you making those beats. Now, for the last habit, I want to talk about keeping track of your goals. I don't mean the classic, where do I see myself in 2 years? Of course that's good, and you gotta have a big goal that you always need to route for. But just saying I want to be making 5k a month from my music business in 2 years is not enough in my opinion. Just cause that seems too far away in the first place from where we're setting that goal. So instead, what I do is I basically set goals quarter to quarter. Or basically, like, I could have short-term goals like for a week, or monthly goals. For example, since I'm running this channel, one of my goals is to actually post a beat once a week, right? And that's a short-term goal that always repeats, but I know that if I stick to that, it's actually important for my career. Same way where I had a short-term goal when I was running my type beat channel of uploading every day. But while I was having those, I still had some milestones, for example, reaching 5k subs before this, or maybe growing my Instagram to 2,000 followers, because those are more realistic and actually achievable goals instead of just saying I want to be billboard from year to a year. You know, that says everything but doesn't say nothing at the same time. Like, even something as saying like I want to close a sale for $500 with an artist, that's way more than realistic. So that's definitely good, and I think it's way better than simply saying I want to be hitting 5k a month from a year from now. These have helped me to actually keep track of what I'm doing and the progress that I'm making over time. You know, most people just set goals at the beginning of the year and then kind of get lost in the process of following them, so that's definitely not good for you. Now, this is the 5 habits that I stick to every day and that I think have gotten me the most results out of everything. So hopefully this video was useful, and with this being said, I appreciate you guys for watching this video. So take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.